Welcome all fire signs to your numerology reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay. And let's see what's going on with you this month. This message, guys, these are already preset, of course. Okay, so let's see what's going on. We do have 19 pride coming out. Love that. Boosting that confidence. Loving that. Watching that ego though as well. Spirit says make sure you're boosting your confidence, but watch your ego. Don't allow your ego to take too much control of a situation, right? So make sure that your ego is nice and balanced, right? Not adding too much pride, but just using it enough to keep that balance and keep that strength inside you, and to know that this is where your motivation is, right? So wanting that pride to be a motivation, not on the negative side. Having to surrender. So it's kind of like surrendering to the motivation, right? Remembering what you're surrendering to. 91. So we have nines and ones over here. So a lot of new beginnings coming from major endings. Nines are also karmic, right? So it's a card of karma. So making sure that you are, understanding that you are entering a new phase of some kind of momentum and growth going on over here. And making sure that you are surrendering to that growth. Wow. Through self-discipline, 41. Jeez. Making sure that you are deserving and serving your own life purpose over here. Going after your own life purpose. I like that. So it's like surrender to your self-discipline. Knowing who you are, honoring who you are, and going fully for what it is I truly want within a transformation. We do have the Pearl of Sorrow over here. I will get that out in just a second. That's 35, so that's an 8 again. So knowing where to manifest with the 3 and the 8 is a great manifestation. So understanding what it is you could co-create over here. With the gray squirrel, find new ways of solving problems. Nice. So, surrender to that. And I love over his head, he has the infinity symbol. So it says that there's infinite ways of solving a problem. There isn't always just has to be a way. There is no such thing as just a way to solve a problem, right? There is certain ways that could be easier and other ways that might be harder, but there are infinite ways of doing so. So really tapping into that higher self within that gray squirrel to really find that. I love that. It's almost like it's telling you to watch the impact on your professional life is what I'm really seeing over here as I'm thinking about this gray squirrel, right? Where is my professional life going? Where is my career heading? How do I get there? How do I have this new beginning? Nice. Let me see over here what's going on. The Pearl of Sorrow over here is 35. Number 35. In the book, what does it say? Give me the number. It says taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. So we'll just look at this. Okay. You are going to resolve an issue. Crazy. Gray squirrel. Resolving issues. Wow. Okay. Through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage. There it is again, that pride, that courage, having courage over pride, over too much ego. And commit to your awakening, for you are precious being and can go far on your spiritual path this lifetime. Wow, that's crazy. And you have all the cards. And of course, it's also talking about the Sharo is the Tibetan word meaning to arise or manifest. Like I said, 3 + 5 = 8 on that card is 35. To manifest and shine with radiant spiritual light. Sharo is the outcome of sacred alchemy. It is the manifestation of the pearl beyond price. Created in the depths of the ocean, hidden away in a clamshell away from prying eyes. Okay, so that's what that is. That's the clamshell over there. That's really cool. Okay, so it's telling you that you are going to arise into this wealth, unlocking the doors for your highest good. Becoming that, I don't know, I want to say that you're like nourishing this grace, but also looking for almost kind of this kind of perfection. Now, we understand that there's no such thing as perfection, but we can always try to go, you know, as close to it that we could possibly be. But this is saying without it, there could be no growth, only a following of rules. For the soul life is something like a multi-dimensional art class. It is allowed to create with absolute freedom, with the understanding that it will be responsible for its creations. That opens a path for truly beautiful and blessed offerings to the collective. It also opens a path to the expressions of free will that creates suffering. So we have to be very aware. That's why it's saying you need to have that self-discipline, right? So that way you're aware of the process and the varying, right? The varying capabilities and abilities of spiritual growth, the way that you can learn and get through anything that you may feel is holding you back. Wow, because of the gray squirrel. And also this one too, because they're both saying this will bring out the ability to get past anything that's holding you back, any problems. Making some old things go away, which could, you know, unlock new doors as well. That is really neat though, if you think about it, right? Because this is saying trust in the challenges that you're facing within the opportunities, right? Because the opportunity will give you more of a growth, sort of a deeper intimacy within yourself towards your desires and dreams that you can bring in a better mindset through self-discipline, of course. But you have to surrender everything. Surrendering is the key, because the surrender is the let go. Allow the universe to help you find the answers through the intuition with a positive mindset, right? Okay, so let's get a card over here. That's amazing, amazing. So you guys could be seeing a lot of 19s. Could be seeing a lot of 9s, 1s, 5 for the change, 4 for the stability and the self-discipline. 111, of course, for boosted confidence, new beginnings. I also have 195 that I see right there. 195 is just the entering the phase. Is entering a phase and a new fresh start, okay, of a transformation and new beginnings. But within that 159 or 195, excuse me, or 195 says that it's emerging quickly though, right? It's not something that's happening slow. This is something that's happening very fast. So there it is. The awakening, the absolution. There's the new phase. Inner calling. This is literally the new phase. I just said that. That's crazy. So yes, and this is saying this is where the healthy start is going to come for. If you're looking for meaningful connections with other people, then you will start getting the answers of what it is you need. Because the 9 resonates with the spiritual law of karma. So therefore, it could say that through this, you could nurture yourself and the situation through that and trust the process for the awakening, and you'll find, right, the inner calling to the situation. 2, through the difficult decisions, avoiding any deadlocks. You want to avoid as many deadlocks, because it says go ahead and start trying to use that higher intuition, that higher thinking before you make any kind of decisions. 2 of Swords, don't make any decisions until you try to take off the blindfold. Don't just go in there blindly trying to make choices. Really need to get in there and try to find a way of solving the problem. Use that positive mindset though. There will be a Tower, which is this positive personal transformation. It might be that you are fearing the change. You may be some insecurities to the situation. There could be a place of facing some kind of collapse, some kind of delayed, and there's that suffering. Remember, the Shara was talking about that suffering, understanding the suffering, and there's the card of suffering, Tower in reverse. So, and this is what, because now is the time to remain hopeful. I would say hopeful and positive, right? For any kind of new adventure, any kind of new, because you have so many 1s here, the new turning of the leaf, the new cycle, the new you, the new future, right? wanting to make sure that you understand the doors that are there for you and searching for that purpose, understanding the daydreaming, understanding the choices before you, looking at each opportunity. Also, make sure that when you're looking at these cups that you understand that there could be snakes in the grass, right? Snakes in the cup, that some are really good for you and some might not serve you as well as others. Some of those cups might have a harder challenge inside of them. And just because the challenge is harder does not mean that the reward is greater. See, I've heard that before in life, that, you know what, this cup has a huge challenge inside of it. And if you take that bigger challenge, you're going to get the bigger reward. That is not always true, my friends. I mean, guys, you live life, you know, that's what we're told when we're younger. And it's like, that is not true. As I get older, I realize that is not true. Some of the cups hold a challenge that is not as great. Oh, hold on, I have to open up the window. It's hot in here. It's not as great and as hard as the other, and it actually sometimes holds the best rewards. So not always the hardest one that we have to go through means that you're going to have the greatest reward. That is always not the case. That's not the case scenario. So if you've heard that, or you heard someone say, well, this one's the really hard one, but man, the rewards are way better than the other ones. That's what I heard. No, you heard that because somebody else didn't do the little one. They went straight after the big one. Why? Because you assume if it's the bigger one, then the reward's got to have to be mightier. It's going to be greater. Right? It's kind of like, I don't know. Throughout my life, I've seen it. I've seen it all, right? I've had friends that they go to college. They go to 4-year college, right? And they're struggling for a long time trying to find that job. They're supposed to make way more money. They're supposed to be doing great because they went to the 4-year college. I have friends that went to the 6-month college and they're making way more money, have no problems finding a job, and they have the better outcome and the better rewards. So what is that saying? Just because I spent all this money on a 4-year university and went to this 4-year university, I'm supposed to be making the big bucks, but yet the only thing I have is a bigger student loan and a hard time getting a job. I have a friend that goes over here. She goes to the 6-month, right, for a nursing degree. She's making all the money. She's already paid off her nursing degree because it was only $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 instead of $70,000 or whatever the hell. Do you see the point that I'm making? It's just because the challenge is bigger does not mean the greater the reward. Okay, so please remember that. And that's really what that's about. And literally that story is about myself. Okay, I have a friend that went to school. She went to a 4-year university to go do the same damn thing that I did, which is medical coding. Okay, I went there. It cost me $10,000 to go there. I made a lot of money, and she owes a lot of money. And neither of us are doing that job anymore. Plain and simple. We both don't work there. But that's the true story. It was a true story. I wasn't making up shit. That was my life and my story, because I didn't want to go to a 4-year university to go take medical administration and coding and all that stuff, which I could have. Okay, medical. I just did it for the 1.5 years and I'm done. And while she was still messing around, doing her 2-year college, 4-year college, whatever the hell she's doing over there, making up a big old mess of a mess, I'm over here with the greater opportunities. But yeah, but it's saying no matter what, go ahead and make sure that you're the dreamer. Keep dreaming the dream. Right? Because there's so many possibilities. And this is saying you have something big that's right around the corner, something big that's coming towards you, whether it's love, whether it's this job opportunity. It looks more like a job opportunity. Something huge is happening over here. And it is saying you're going to have this huge surprise coming at your door. So make sure that you understand the justice. And here's that law of attraction and that karma card again coming up. So lots of karma coming over here and a lot of rewards. Okay, so Spirit says this is why you're seeing these numbers, because you're getting ready for this huge, huge turnaround of events that are taking place within your life. Just watch those opportunities that are coming towards you, because it looks like there are more than one, but there is one that's even better than all of them. And that's that Page of Cups with the 10 of Cups to the Justice card, which is this information that's coming. But it does look like, be careful, like you could have two different people coming towards you, two different informations, the Page of Cups versus the Page of Swords. So two different kinds of information. The Page of Cups is a very good one. And that one is a happy surprise. It's going to make you super, super happy. But the Page of Swords is the one where I feel like there's opportunities and you really have to watch what's in the cup. That's the one. So you have two. Wow. You have double rewards coming here. It's just one you're going to have to make a wise choice on, and the other one is just like, surprise, here it is. You get this. Here's your karmic reward. It's a karmic reward. I mean, look, because this is a reward. This is karma. And this is your happy surprise, which is a reward. So you definitely are having a karmic reward coming towards you, and then having another one coming towards you that you have to really think about. But it does feel like there has to be something there you have to problem solve against that situation. Something you're going to have to surrender to when it comes to that situation. So one you're going to want to take because it's coming towards you as a gift, and the other one is going to make you think. Oh, got it. Okay. It's like, booyah, got it. Okay, so, wow. Okay. And your overall thing is, your message from Spirit is, God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens to the doorway to receive. In God there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. And the next one coming out is face your financial fears. That's so funny because I was just talking about that. Be careful of the insecurities and the fears towards the situation, right? When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So don't fear what's in the cup. Just be mindful that whatever is in the cup, there is always something better. Is it good for you? Because not everything in a cup is really good for you, right? But no matter what, every cup that comes to you is for you. But one could be teaching you a lesson, and one could be very rewarding. And no matter what, they're all teaching and exposing. Wow. But be aware that there is one there. You'll know which one it is. Use your intuition. This is, you're going to know. Okay, you're going to know. And just use that intuition because, like I said, you will know exactly which one it is. And I don't feel like there's anything bad in any of the cups. I just feel like there's one that's bigger challenge than the other. That's really what's coming out. It's not so much that there's the snake in the grass of the situation in this situation. I just feel like one is really going to challenge you, and it's going to be like, oh my God, I'm going the hard way, when I could have taken the easy way. That's all it feels like in this situation. Okay, so that's it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace out.